Greetings, VHS Airsoft is back with another video tutorial for your viewing pleasure. Today we're going to show you something that isn't readily available over the counter, so we decided to fabricate it ourselves. After numerous attempts to scour the web for information on similar makeshift suppressors, it became apparent that we would have to rely on the similar to the original blueprints and adapt them while considering our technical and material capabilities. HEL E4A is an experimental Vietnam War M16 rifle suppressor. It was developed at Aberdeen Proving Ground by the Army's Human Engineering Laboratory. While not the first in the series, the suppressor's construction was relatively simple, and the production numbers themselves were limited, even though this specific model was the most widely issued suppressor during the war. Nowadays, this piece of hardware is mostly found in private collections or museums. The experimental nature of the project resulted in the technical specifications having been partially lost to history. It is known, however, that both steel and aluminum alloys were used for this design, typically with phosphating as coating, providing corrosion resistance and reduced glare. The main part of our suppressor is an aluminum tube, roughly 1.5 inches in diameter or 40 millimeters, which you can get pretty much from any hardware store. The tube we've got isn't ideally smooth, or properly cylindrical, but it's good enough for an airsoft reproduction piece. We're not trying to fabricate an actual suppressor. Besides, that would be, depending on where you are, illegal. The whole construction consists of just 7 elements: front and rear end caps, the tube, or the cylinder itself, a threaded bulkhead piece, and 3 retention screws. The main purpose in our case is to make sure the external appearance of our reproduction is as close to the original as possible. The front end cap was fabricated on a lathe. The rear end using a CNC machine, as we wanted more precision. The threaded bulkhead we had fabricated using a 3D printer, and then pressed it into the tube, since this is the piece used to thread the suppressor onto the barrel. Before applying paint to our now assembled suppressor, we're going to go over it with sandpaper to remove certain cosmetic defects and to roughen up the surface for better paint adhesion. After that is done, we grease the surface. Then we're just giving the piece a couple of coats of a matte black metal paint. And now we present to you our HEL E4A replica, having spent just about $30 on the materials. It is unlikely that you'll be able to purchase a similar replica, which is why we should suggest just fabricating one yourselves. The construction is rather simple, at the very least in terms of geometry, which is why it's also cheap to do so. We could of course make a better variant and make sure to CNC all of the elements, but this variant is a compromise. While it is low cost, the appearance is quite close to the original. If you want to see more videos like this one, give us a like, leave a comment under the video, maybe even share our content with others if you feel like it. Thanks for watching and see you soon.